man, another red day for Bitcoin. Bitcoin falling down 1.5%, and the correction, which I've been warning about, is starting to play out on this chart. We're going to play out exactly where we could be falling here and where I expect the price action to go. But make sure you smash up the likes. Don't forget to subscribe. You see here, I'm chilling here, sipping a bit of passion fruit juice. Obviously non-alcoholic, guys, obviously, yeah, non-alcoholic. Refreshing, sitting here in Dubai. And this is only possible because I've learned to trade, right? You can see here on the charts, Bitcoin here having 2 red days now after 8 days to the upside. This is really impressive strength by Bitcoin, but we have to look for the pullbacks. You cannot expect these big movements to continue into the upside here indefinitely. There's got to be a consolidation. There's got to be moments where the price cools off before we can have another extended move to the upside. So right now, you guys know, I say do not chase green candles. Hopefully none of you were buying into this pump here. That's not what we do here. All that excitement, all that greed, all the tourists talking about crypto. Remember when I said taxi drivers will start talking about crypto, the average person will be asking you, oh, how do I get into crypto? That's your signal that chill out, sit back, don't be chasing those green candles. You guys have been accumulating at lower price points. And let this now play out. So look at this. Straight away, I said 32.6. We're already at 33.6, right? So just give it a bit of patience. Let it cool down. Even there on that daily chart, guys, that's not enough of a pullback. Look at the next level at 30,000. That's where the EMA ribbon starts to come in, right? So even here at 30 is where you want to be looking for some nice supports. And that would probably be my next purchase, is if we come into this region here, into the EMA ribbon. The deeper we go into the EMA ribbon, if we get lucky enough to come towards that 28.7 again, which is quite difficult, right, for us to come back down here given the momentum we've got now, I'll definitely be loading up a lot more. So first point to call, 32.6, then 30, and then 28.6 if we get it. Now, the other interesting thing I observed today, you can see the Nasdaq falling here 0.32%. You see the S&P falling here 0.55%, and the Dow Jones down 1.8%. So we're kind of seeing risk rotate on here in the Nasdaq, and yet the S&P is now heading towards correction territory, which is deemed as close to 10% from local peaks. So we are seeing something going on here in the traditional markets, which we have to pay close. So jumping back into the charts here, you can see that Bitcoin dominance here is holding flat. We spoke about that yesterday. Do not be surprised to see Bitcoin dominance go another leg up here again. I'm expecting that to kind of work its way up towards the 59% mark. Do not be surprised. We're also seeing meme coins have a bit of a moment, right? So you guys may or may not be invested in some meme coins, the like of maybe Pepe or the like of maybe Floki. They're both having positive days today, positive kind of periods here, with Pepe even doubling its money here recently. Now remember, what does that normally mean? When you see meme coins start to show pumpability, start to move, it normally means you're kind of exhausting out the move you've just had. You normally see money flowing to Bitcoin and then some altcoins and then your meme coins. This could be a signal for us that we need to be patient and wait for that pullback. So I'm definitely all in on waiting for this pullback. I'm not expecting another big move here without a little bit of consolidation here on the Bitcoin price. Here's the thing, guys. Trading is such a blessing, but it's important that I share the realities of trading. You guys know that ever since I started this channel over 2 years ago, I've been very candid in sharing my journey, the way I trade. I try my best not to be sensationalistic. I try my best not to show you guys an image of trading, which it isn't. I trade responsibly. I don't trade with leverage. I don't trade in margin. And I've been very frank that I've done this for a very long time, right? I was trading ever since I was young. I worked in an investment bank. I've had many failings in trading. I've lost a lot of money, a lot of trial and error, a lot of ups and a lot of downs. And unfortunately, trading is one of those spaces where people like to say that you can just jump in and do it and you should be able to become a rock star trader. The reality is that's not true, right? You're not going to become a rock star at any given profession over time. Immediately. It's going to take time. You have to put in work. You're going to have to struggle. You're going to have to learn. And that's the same with crypto, right? But the one thing I can do is I can encapsulate all my knowledge into one place to avoid you guys going through so much trial and error. I can take away those years of me trying to figure out TA and figure out the charts and don't know how to do this and don't know how to do that. And I can put it all into one place for you guys to hopefully, for a small fee, allow you guys to pick that up, right? And that's why I did the TA course. It's a venture for you guys to say, look, you guys can learn all that stuff for free. I'm not saying that the stuff on my TA course, is necessarily groundbreaking or you can't find on YouTube. You can, because that's how I learned it, right? I learned it from mentors. I learned it from investment banking. I learned it from the various jobs and trial and error and figuring stuff out and looking for patterns. But you can learn it in one go, right? And so if you want to expedite the path, if you don't have the 10 years it took me to learn how to trade effectively, there are things you can do, right? There are shortcuts you can take. There are lessons you can learn from someone else. Just like if you don't want to learn about fitness or nutrition, you hire a PT. Just like if you don't know about how to box, you hire a boxing coach. It's the same with crypto, right? So to think you can do it on your own, you do need help. And that doesn't have to be me. Maybe you find someone else, find a mentor, go learn from someone, find a coach, someone you can learn from, a good trader that you know in your community, go learn from them. But what I'm offering for you guys, something that's scalable, is my TA course, ijaz.uk/TA. Go and learn all the TA guys. Please, please. I already said when Bitcoin was well below 30, guys, do not wait for the bull market to start learning your TA. Learn it now. Take advantage of it now. Right? Learn head and shoulders pattern, learn descending channels, divergences, bullish engulfing candle, doji candles. If you don't know all these things, and again, you could do it for free if you don't have the money. You just need more time and more hustle. But if you guys have a little bit of disposable income and you find yourself procrastinating, you don't have the time to do all the research I did or spend years and years trying to figure this out, you just want to be done before the bull market, then go take the course. It's going to cost you a little bit, but you're going to get it all in one place in a structured curriculum. Right? Similarly with the trading, if you guys don't have the time, ijaz.uk/TG, you're going to be in our Telegram group. You can take my VIP signals, right? So if you don't have time, you've got a job, you're busy running a business, but you want to start trading, you can take the signals, right? You can let me do the legwork of finding the trades, finding the entry points to take profits. And so that's what I offer here. So if you guys are interested in that stuff, if you do want to take trading seriously going into the bull market, hopefully this recent pump has reinvigorated you, has reminded you after a very long, painful bear market that there is life in this crypto market. This crypto market will explode. It will move to highs. It is here to be the antithesis to the traditional finance markets. Hopefully this reinvigorates you to remind you of the pumpability of Bitcoin, of all these altcoins, and how there's opportunities to make real spot returns. And it's possible. You guys can see it. Jump into my Telegram group. Look at the last 5 trades. I shared that in the public group, the kind of spot returns we're getting. And this is not me being risky. And no, when I trade, I want to preserve my capital first. Preserve capital first. That's my first rule, is I want to preserve. I do not want to lose money. But then look at those spot returns. And those are spot returns with the cards stacked in our favor, with risk management, sustainable, pragmatic, and a long-term view. I'm not here to do crazy 1000x. Someone else can do that. I would try and look for gems in my long-term portfolio, but in terms of my trading, I'm looking for sensible compounding growth of the account, because a lot of people spend many years looking for these altcoin gems, and in the meantime I've done 20%, 20%, 20%, 20% on every single trade, and it's compounding into big accounts, right? And so if you guys are interested, you know what to do, and let's get back into the charts. And straight away on the 4-hourly chart here, guys, you can see the Bitcoin price is consolidating. It has been for a little while here, but it's been a sideways consolidation, right? First, it was slightly up. Now it's a bit sideways, but it certainly isn't a downward consolidation. Shows a lot of strength here by the bulls. But you've got to be wary of the divergence I shared with you. The price is moving sideways / slightly to the upside, and yet the RSI is moving to the downside. If you took the TA course, ijaz.uk/TA, you will know that when the price action is moving in one direction, but the RSI is moving in the opposite direction, that is a sign of weakness in the current move. It shows that the bulls here, in this case, are getting exhausted. And you know, there's no surprise after such an extended move to the upside. So be wary of a sideways move / a move to the downside. And if you look at the charts here, we are already touching into our 4-hourly EMA ribbon, which starts around this level at 33.6. But you can see here, you've got 32 well into the EMA ribbon, and the bottom of that EMA ribbon sitting at 32,000. So all of these price points up to 32 in play for me here. And if we lose our EMA ribbon, then those 30,000 levels can come into play here for the Bitcoin price as well. So that's what I'm watching here on the 4-hourly. If we zoom up to the weekly, you guys know we've got plenty of room here. I mean, this weekly candlestick has been really strong. You can see that the support starts to come in from the wicks of these candles here, these previous weeks. If you look at those previous weeks, they are going to act as a support. So really, you're looking at that 30,500 mark up towards 31. For Bitcoin to come retest that level here if it wanted to, and then bounce onwards here to create higher highs. So overall here in the market, we are seeing a correction. Nothing to be surprised about, nothing to really be worried about either. It's normal, it's expected, but I would be looking for some entries. Now, you guys know I've shared 2 TA updates in our Telegram group for free. 2 different trades I'm looking at. I've shown you the setup for free. I shared it with you guys, but the VIP members will find out if I take that trade. I'll share my exact stop loss, loss. I'll share my exact take profits and my entry levels, and you guys can learn exactly how I execute on my trades and make spot profit without leverage, without margin, just sustainable profits. I even posted in the Telegram group the last 5 trades I took and the spot returns they're generating. So if you guys are struggling to become consistently profitable with your crypto, if you don't know where to start, you find yourself doing a whole bunch of trial and error, you definitely want to check out ijaz.uk/TG. Now, on top of that, make sure when you go into the Telegram, you check out the offer we got from BitGet. They were kind enough to offer a very special promotion for just our community, which actually involves an airdrop. So they're actually going to drop money into your account, not a trading bonus. They're actually going to drop money into your account when you deposit or you take your first trade. So definitely check that out. BitGet's a great exchange. I personally use it as well. Hope to see you in the Telegram. So don't forget to smash up likes. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.